For more on Bergdahl's release and the controversy surrounding it, we're joined by Eugene Fidell. He teaches military law at Yale Law School. He's the co-founder and former president of the National Institute of Military Justice. Thank you so much for joining us. First, I'd like to get your thoughts on Bergdahl's release. Would you consider the trade an even one U.S. soldier for 5 Gitmo detainees?
It's a question I reject. How do you evaluate something like that? There's no yardstick. It's not, like one person, one vote. You do your best in the negotiations, and how it comes out, it comes out.
Well, considering, that's okay, I asked. Considering the U.S. claims that it doesn't negotiate with terror groups, how do you think this deal is being viewed internationally? Do you think this is a sign that U.S. foreign policy is shifting, or is there another reason behind it? For example, the information U.S. officials can maybe take from him during that time in captivity.
Look, every country around the world says that it won't negotiate with terrorists. But when push comes to shove, and you have one of your citizens in the hands of an opposing force, whether they're terrorists or a former state government, which Taliban was, you do your best to support your citizens. That's all that's going on here. And the notion that negotiation with terrorists is simply verboten for all time and all cases is simply unacceptable. We owe it to our citizens to do our level best, and I think that people who are suggesting that there's something basically wrong about having these negotiations, in principle, is mistaken.
Well, some critics say that this type of prisoner swap sort of creates a precedent internationally, but you're sort of saying that this has always happened and will continue to happen.
Yeah, when are we going to stop doing this? When it's your kid who's being held by some hostile force, or mine, or the next door neighbors? We hope never to have this situation, but life in this era that we live in presents unusual challenges, and some very difficult, sometimes tragic choices have to be made. That's why we try to get the best leaders we can who will go about these matters thoughtfully, prayerfully, attentive to the interest of our citizens, and hope for the best.
All right, Eugene Fidell, thank you so much for joining us from Connecticut.